more people will come along in your life. You don't really need that person as much as you think you do.
Put it back, give me that, put it back, Susu, put it back in like Susu.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about the 7 types of toxic friends that you should avoid. And I don't know if it applies to both guys and girls, but regardless, you should not have these type of people in your circle. And if you are young and you're watching me and you're like in a new setting, making new friends, then these are the type of people that you should definitely avoid. But before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And with that, let's get right into the video. So before I start mentioning the different types of toxic friends that you should avoid, I think that you guys should know that all of these people are negative people, like negative people who have their own different types of insecurities. They just have like the different ways that they like deal with those insecurities, which is why they are toxic. So it's up to you to notice which one is which. But regardless, once you realize that they are one of these people, then you should let go of them, because most times trying to like reach out to them is a lost cause. So the first type of toxic friend that you should avoid is the jealous friend. And these are the people who seem to like not like it when you're happy or when you're getting attention. Immediately you notice that they don't like it when you're like happy or getting attention, then my sister, throw them in the trash can. Because most times it started out as like a good friendship, like you guys were chill and everything, but if we're being honest, like they only like being your friend because the two of you were on the same level. So the minute you start like succeeding in something, or you're just getting attention and they are not, they start to get jealous. And truth of the matter, at the end of the day, any friend who's a good friend is going to be happy for you. Even if things aren't going well for them, they're supposed to support you, because obviously everyone's time will come. Your set time will come for you to get that success, and really attention isn't everything. So if they are jealous of you because like you're thriving at that moment, then they're not good for you, because they can never be truly happy for you. And if they can't be happy for you, then obviously they're going to like pour hate on you, like bash you behind your back, like do all sorts of things to make people not give you that attention they're jealous of. So that type of friend isn't good for you, and you should definitely drop them. Then the next type of toxic people that we have are the criticizers. And these type of people, these are the type of people that are always criticizing what you do, always criticizing what you wear, always criticizing what you say, to the point where it's like, shut up bro. Like they would never ever like just compliment you, and when they do, it's probably because other people are doing it. Like they always have something negative to say. They are hardly ever positive, but they always hype up themselves. Like they always find something about you to pick about, like almost every time you guys talk. But when it comes to them, oh, nothing is wrong with them. The minute you pick out something about themselves, they just become this entire like empowerment house. Like, how can I talk to somebody about that? Like, how can I talk about somebody's body like that? But at the same time, it's like, but you do the same thing though. Like, and this type of people, it's like they see you and they're like, you're a good person. Well, hopefully you're a good person, and they see you and you're this good person, and you're just like this like embodiment of a good person, and they know that they can't be that type of person. So instead of just like trying to learn from you to become that good person, they decide that the best thing to do is to now hate you and try to shade you and bring you down to their own level, which is so sad to see. So obviously when you notice this type of friend, the next type of toxic friend we have is the copycat friend. And these are the type of friends that like to copy your style, like the way you do things. Like if there are certain things that only you say, you just notice that they've started saying it too. Like they're just always copying the next new thing that you do. Like if you start doing a new hobby, all of a sudden they are doing it, like things like that. Just they're always copying your style. Don't get me wrong, yeah, it's not wrong to try to like emulate somebody that you like respect or somebody that you look up to. It becomes a problem where you're no longer yourself, you're just like a different version of that person. These type of people, they want to be you, like hopefully because you're a good person. So at a point you're going to want to know the people that you know. If it's like a situation where you know like a different circle of friends than they do, then they're probably going to try and steal your friends from you. Basically, this type of people, if you let them get too far, they're going to end up ruining your life. Like, once you see somebody copying every single little thing that you do, just shut it down immediately. Like, I get that you might not want to be mean and everything, but at the end of the day, that person needs to go and figure out themselves. So once you see them copying you like this, just like tell them, guy, like, I don't think this can continue, so that they can go and figure out themselves, because they obviously have some issues if they don't want to be their actual self. The next type of friend that we have, I feel like everybody in this life, regardless of who you are, you have had this type of friend, because it's not really about your status or things like that. It's just something that people do on the regular, and it's sad that people do this type of thing. But everybody has had this type of friend, and it's the on and off friends. And what I mean is, like, those friends that only appear in your life when they need something from you, and then really they get that thing. It could be something like, maybe you really like this person as a friend and you don't want to lose them as a friend, so you just put up with it because you feel like, oh, at least she's talking to me, even though she's coming to me now because she needs something. Like, obviously she must have come to me because, like, she trusts me, this and that. Like, my dear, don't fool yourself. Friends that are true friends will be with you regardless of whether they need something or not. If your friend is only coming into your life when they need something, then they are using you, and they don't really understand your worth, and it's not worth it for you to keep hanging on to them. Because if you feel like that person is like a good person and you won't find somebody as great as them, more people will come along in your life. You don't really need that person as much as you think you do. And the thing that's so dangerous about this type of friends is that most times you won't even notice that they're using you until they are done. Like, they'll come to you so nice and so caring and so loving, and you'll think that, oh my god, this person really cares about me, like, I really need to help this person and everything. And then you will not take your entire time, like, put your all into helping this person, only for them to ghost you once they get what they want, whether it's like a test or assignment, or to like get you to help them talk to somebody that you know. Like, you get this type of like instances, just something that they need that you have. Just the main point is, don't allow them near you. Like, they are not really worth it, because they don't value you, they don't value your worth. If you are the type of person that has a big heart, then I wouldn't discourage you from helping somebody in need, but don't think that that person is really your friend, because they really don't care about you. They're just using you for their own personal gain. So don't see it as friendship when they're only seeing it as like give and never take. So the next type of friends are the gossipers. And these are the people who always seem to have gist on everybody. Like, and the worst thing about these people is that, like, when you guys are together, they can gist with you about people who are close to them. Like, when that their friend is around, they are so like close, everything, like best friend goes, they would never betray each other. But when that friend is not around, the way they bad talk that friend, gist about that friend, say all the things they don't like about that friend, you just be in shock. Like, think about it, yeah. If she can talk about her closest friends or her close friends like this, what makes you think that you are safe? Lesson of the day, yeah. No matter how close you think you are to a friend, especially if that friend is a gossiper, you don't have to tell them everything. Like, there are some things there are some things in your life that you are allowed to keep private. Like, you don't have to tell them everything, because at the end of the day, if you guys fall out, especially if you fall out with a gossiper, the first thing that they're going to use to like destroy you are those private things that you told them, and you're immediately going to regret it. And for the older people who are watching, I'm sure it has happened to you like once or twice. Like, you told somebody something private, and then you guys fought, and then like the person like spilled your private like issues and things like that. Like, it doesn't end well. So, like, me personally, I have promised myself that I would never spill anything like really private about anybody, no matter how deep we fight. Like, even if you do it to me, I won't do it to you, because that's just like, I know that if it was me, I wouldn't want it to spread about me, so I just wouldn't do it as a person. But that's not to say that other people will not do it. So just like keep your private things private, like just keep them to yourself, because no matter how close you think you are with somebody at this point, like, life is not certain. You don't know like if you will still be friends with that person in like a year or so. So just like be very cautious about what you share. So yeah, in summary, gossipers bad. Then the next type of friends that I'm talking about are the frenemies. And these are the friends that are friends with your enemies, and it could be enemies in the sense that you guys have just never liked each other, or like maybe you guys just had a fight recently. But regardless, this type of friend is like quite shady, because think about it. Yeah, let's say you and somebody just fought, and then like my friend is with that person that I fought with. Obviously, what's the topic that's going to be on her mouth? Me. And obviously she's not going to be saying good things about me, because we just fought. Like, she's going to like be angry at me, so she's going to be like yabbing me, like bad mouthing me. So if you're there and you're her friend and you're talking to her, then obviously you're not going to be standing up for me, because if you're standing up for me, then she's not going to want to talk to you. So for the fact that you're there with her, then that means that you guys are both like insulting me together. So you're obviously not a good friend. Even if it's like I'm fighting with somebody and then my friend has to choose and then they don't choose me, I wouldn't really mind, because at the end of the day, now I know that you're not pretending to my face. But if it's a case of like you're my best friend and everything, it's to be like, what are you doing? Know where your loyalty is, like you're sticking with me even if I'm wrong, you're not going anywhere, period. But then at the same time, this type of friends aren't really that safe. They may not really have any bad intentions, but for the fact that they are in the middle of two people who aren't really doing that well, unless they are like the peacemakers, that's a different thing. But if you're like, for example, if you know that you're in the right, but like your best friend is like is still friends with the person that is like beefing with you, then they're not really your friends, and they're probably bad mouthing you with them. So like, just assess that friendship before you end it. Don't just end it because I said you should end it, or because you want to overreact. Assess it first before you end it, but at the same time, I wouldn't recommend keeping that friendship. So the last type of friend that I'll be talking about today are the instigators. And these are the type of friends that always want you to like do something, always want you to respond to something, always want you to react, just always want you to like go all out, always want you to do something. And it's like, my mom taught me that it's not every single thing that you react to, like it's not every single situation that you give your energy to. These are people mostly just want to do this thing because they want drama. They are basically using you for DSTV because their subscription has finished.
And that's on period.
Like, that's just the tea. Because it's like situations where you don't really need to like react, like you can save your breath and just walk away. They'll be like, guy, how can you walk away like that? Like, say something. Why are you acting like this now? This. Why are you being so like, is it your situation? Are you the one the argument? Are you the one they're attacking? Why do you now want me to throw hands? Is it by force? If I don't want to fight the person, do you not want to carry my hand for me and hit the person? Or they always want to say something snacky, like for example, if somebody is bothering you, like, and they'll not be like, guy, insulting, finish, they're like, just finishing. And it's like, we don't always have to be wicked. This is the reason why people always say that there's something wrong with that generation. Like, it wouldn't kill you to like give kindness. All those friends that want you to be savage all the time, it might seem fun in that moment, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it to be savage all the time, because at the end of the day, one day you will mess with the wrong person and it's not end well. Being savage has become such a trend, and it's not really worth it. Like, what do you gain from being savage? Like, if you're looking to gain clout, like, ooh, she's savage, I'm sorry for you, because it's not last long and you just get yourself haters. Like, so those friends that always want to like make you react or do something like that, just like keep them at a distance, like just keep them 6 feet away from you, because they're not really good for you. Because the thing is that if you always react, yeah, let's say you fight with somebody and it's like a physical fight that your friend like they were like, guy, how can you walk away like that? You have to like fight that, punch her, and now you finish beating the person. Now you're like in trouble, like with the principal or with a teacher, and they want to punish you or flog you. Where's that friend now? Gone. Friend is no longer there again. They've disappeared, because they're not going to get in trouble with you at the end of the day. If anything happens to you after that friend has instigated you to do that thing, they're not going to be there with you to carry the punishment. So please just keep them 6 feet apart for your own safety. Simple and short. So guys, those are the 7 toxic friends that you should avoid. Always try your best to stay away from them. And as I've gotten to the end of this video, I realized that like almost all of these friends don't really relate to guys, because guys don't really hide things from each other. If they don't like you, they don't like you. They'll tell you. They don't pretend. They don't we don't really backbite like that, just like in a few instances. Guys keep it real most of the time, so they might not really relate with like a lot of these types of toxic friends. So that's just the general opinion. So it's most likely going to be only girls that are going to be watching this video. But if you have any, if you've had any toxic friend experiences, and please let me know down below. If you managed to like get rid of that friend, or if that friend managed to change for the better, let me know down below. And don't forget to like and comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a black card down below if you managed to get this far. Again, I know it's not easy. Thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day. I love you. Bye.
Pretty pat, give me that, put it back, Susu, put it back in like Susu, put it back in like Susu, bring it back.